So Trump and the GOP are slowly building their own Christmas wonderland. They've got four things that are really coming into play here in December before they go on break in December 9th. One of those things is a closed door deposition with Jack Smith. And he offered to do this publicly, but of course they said no because they don't want people to actually see his testimony live, because then they can't twist it and they can't, pull it out of context. So that's going to happen on December 17th. That's Jack Smith talking about the fact that Trump had droves of classified materials that he took from the White House and put in his mansion, as well as his attempts to overturn the government in 2021. So that'll take place on December 17th, and that is going to be with the House Judiciary Committee. There's also supposed to be Senate Judiciary Committee uh, hearings in early 2026 with his in-person testimony scheduled for then. There may likely be testimony from Admiral Halsey, who is the U.S. Southcom commander and is stepping down in December. This would be involving the Venezuela strikes and all of the discord between him and Hegseth that led to his resignation in October, after apparently Hegseth was just giving illegal order after illegal order. And Halsey, staying true to his oath, said, I'm not going to be a part of that, and offered to resign. This sent warnings throughout Congress, because you don't have a major commander basically step down after less than a year on the job unless something is really fucked up. The Epstein files are supposed to be released by the DOJ by December 19th. Do not expect all of them to come out. There's been a number of grand jury releases now, where the grand juries, judges have released grand jury testimony. This revolves around like the mid to late 2000 to 2010 period with Epstein. And so that will be a part of it. We're definitely not going to see all of it. So they're going to slow roll anything they can, and they're going to hide it under, that cover of an active investigation. So, okay, if, Trump's not in the files, then we should see his name all over it, right? Because you're going to release it because he's not being investigated. But we won't. So once again, the bullshit will be thick as they start to push stuff out. However, Democrats in the House are also trying to get their own information from both the state and other sources to release, and they've done a good job of having some of these small kind of dribbles, if you will, with the Epstein documents. I expect a lot more to come out. Unfortunately, again, the release of anything that comes out will be December 19th, which is also the day they go into recess. So that will be kind of like the Christmas pause, if you will. But it's just more pressure on Trump and the GOP to start explaining themselves over the holiday. And then finally, there's supposed to be a vote on the Affordable Care Act, and that may actually take place this Thursday. So look for that. The Democrats have proposed a 3-year extension on everything that currently exists, which is what people want, if not more. People want more, but they're trying to extend what they already had so they don't have these giant premium increases that they've been looking at. Republicans don't know what the fuck they want because they've never had a plan, and now there's like 3 or 4 plans that they're pushing around. There's supposed to be a lunch today, apparently Tuesday, where they're talking about those plans, but this is last second bullshit. They won't come up with a coordinated plan. It won't be anything worthwhile. What if they do come up with anything, they'll tell their followers like, this is the best plan ever, and the Democrat plan sucks, but there will be no meat to it. Anybody who looks at it will be like, this is trash, and it'll be worse for us than anything else. So we'll see a vote there in the next couple days, and Republicans will have to line up and vote on the extensions, because I don't even know if they'll have like a side-by-side comparison of the Republican plan, because they don't even know what they want. So we'll see. We'll have Republicans' names on it and see if they're going to extend ACA or not, and your premiums are going to go through the roof. So those 4 things are kind of creating the Christmas holiday atmosphere for Trump and the GOP, and I'm here for it. So more testimony. Enough of this behind closed door shit. Let's get public stuff, especially with Smith, Halsey, all the Epstein files out. And again, they will not push them all out, but there will be enough to start exerting pressure. And then we'll see what the holiday break is like and what kind of machinations behind the scene happen as we go into January, because January is going to get crazy. Yeah, January get crazy. 2026 is going to get crazy, especially with the elections coming up. So just be aware of that. But right now, there's a whole lot of pressure on Trump and the GOP, and the GOP is scared because of recent elections. So we'll see how much they start to waffle and pull back from Trump in any of these investigations. Do I expect a whole lot of spine out of them in the long run? No, because they've never shown it before. But that would be a nice, pleasant surprise for 2026. So we'll see.